Parvez Jarabi, attorney at law, have been practicing for over 20 years. Our office is located by San Francisco Airport, specializing in employment law. Today's topic is unpaid hours rule or waiting time, or what's called benching in California. California employers must pay the non-exempt employees for the time they are under the employer's control, even if they are not working. This includes the time to spend while being on standby at work, such as waiting on a job site to carpool with the rest of the crew. This is called waiting time. I've seen this happen quite often in the car wash industries, where the employees are benched and not allowed to clock in. This happens when employers ask their employees to arrive early in the morning, but since there are not many customers and the car wash is not busy, the employees are not allowed to clock in, and they're told that they must wait on site until the car wash gets busy to clock in and start working. In another scenario, in the same car wash industries, the employees are told to stay at home in the morning and wait for a call from the employers and be ready and available to come to work upon employer's direction. So the employees had to be on a standby, waiting at home to be called to go to work. And within a specified time period, this will happen. This is called waiting time, and the employees must be paid for these times. Another example within the same car wash industries is when the employees are told the lunch breaks are 30 minutes daily. But some days the employer tells the employee to take 45 minutes or an hour or even an hour and a half lunch break because the car wash is slow. The 15 or 30 minutes or even the hour lunch break could be considered waiting time, depending on the circumstances, and employees must be compensated for this time. Waiting time also happens more often at the beginning of your shift. Let's say your shift starts at 8 a.m. You're told by your employer to get to the job sites or other locations at 7:45. The 15 minutes in the morning is considered control time, and you should be paid for it. When the employers ask their employee to show up at a certain time to even have a cup of coffee, donuts, or do exercise or stretch before the start of your shift, that is considered control time. You're supposed to be paid even though you're not working, but drinking coffee or relaxing. Another industry in which I've seen this type of situation often happen is in construction businesses. The employers tell the employees to meet at a specific location so they can all carpool together, or to meet up at Home Depot to buy items for the job site. Or even they meet up for any other reasons. So whether you carpool with other employees or whether you drive your own vehicle or not, you still should be paid from the time you were told to meet up at a specific location, since that will be considered control time. I've seen quite often that the employees are underpaid for all their hours because they were paid from the time they arrived at the first job site instead of the time they showed up at the meetup place, which should have been marked at the start of their shift. This is a violation if you're paid this way. In other words, if you're not paid for the time that you meet up, and rather than that, you've been paid from the first job site, there's a violation. Construction workers to be aware that if you drive your own vehicle and carrying tools and equipment that are essential to do your job, you must be paid and reimbursed for the costs and expenses you incur in connection with the use of your personal vehicle. Whether it's a truck or vehicle, doesn't matter. This includes mileage or gas, prorated insurance coverage, cost of repairs or maintenance of your truck, etc. Also, if you're commuting to a different job site which will take longer to drive than you normally do, you're also entitled to be paid for travel time. The extra time you spend traveling, you should be compensated for. Let's just say, as an example, your daily travel time based on the 30-mile distance between your home and your employer's place of business is 30 minutes. Now, on some days, if you have to travel a further distance, let's say 60 miles, you travel and it takes you about an hour and a half to get there or an hour to get there. The extra hour or 30 minutes is the time that you're supposed to be paid for traveling, the additional time that took you to travel. Please contact my office with any employment law questions for free consultation. Please be sure to like and subscribe and turn on your notification.